Hello Year 11 and welcome to your second lesson on Rio revision this week. For this lesson we are going to explain an example of urban planning in Rio, define and explain what urban sustainable living is, and finally you will complete a Google Forms quiz. For this lesson again you will need a pen, pencil, Word document and the PowerPoints, and then YouTube so you can access this video. Make sure that you're referring to class charts for information on what tasks to complete based on the MG level that you are working at. First of all, we will look at urban planning in Rio. Whenever we discuss this, the strategy you need to know and mention is the favela barrio project. Each of these tasks on your screen are also outlined on the task sheet attached to class charts, named Rio Lesson 2 task sheet. Make sure you're completing the tasks that match your MG level. So for developing, you will sort the information given into this table, with the headings Strategy to Improve Rio, Successes, so what went well about it, then the limitations, so what problems did they run into. For Secure, you will label each piece of information you've put into your table as social, economic, or environmental. And then finally, Mastered, you will use this pedal structure to link any other successes to what limitations it might cause. So for example, you could say that the roads being widened meant that rubbish can be collected from favelas, which then reduces the spread of disease. So it's linked to environment as it creates a clean environment, but also social as people are healthier in the favelas. However, it's limited because it is hard and expensive to maintain, so the roads might eventually become less useful, meaning that people are going to build up rubbish in the favelas. So make sure you're taking a picture of your completed tasks and upload these onto class charts. So now, looking at urban sustainable living. This is making sure the urban area you're living in is sustainable through a variety of schemes and plans put in place to protect it for the future. So again, you can use your MG to select the correct task for the level that you're working at. For Secure, you will explain what each branch has to do to become more sustainable. For Secure, you identify how these can be fixed, and Mastered, you identify how this is useful for Rio, so which will work best for your city. There are links on the class charts on the task sheet that will help you to complete these tasks. I've done the first one for you. So looking at waste recycling. The problems, there are three main problems that I identified, being the narrow road, so rubbish trucks can't come and clean the roads, lack of sewage infrastructure to remove waste from the streets, and lots of people who don't have access to dispose of waste properly. So that is developing done. Then Secure, what strategies can we use to fix these problems? So this could be educating people on the risk of not moving their waste, so the increase of disease and illness. Also, increase the frequency that rubbish is collected, so having more trucks coming up and collecting rubbish. Increasing the access and availability of recycling rubbish tips and making more of these available in the city or favelas. And finally, the government can install places with low-income areas, so favelas, where waste can be disposed of. So use the link on class charts to help you fill out this mind map and upload your finished work onto class charts. The final part of your lesson is to complete a Google Forms quiz. This is linked on class charts, so make sure you're completing it, taking a picture of your score and uploading that on class charts for your work as well. Finally then, a quick recap of what to upload for each task. For the first task, you should have a screenshot or picture of your completed table showing the successes and limitations of the favela barrier project. That's your first part of the learning journey. For the second part of the learning journey, to define and explain urban sustainable living, you should have one picture or screenshot of your completed mind map. And then finally, complete your Google Forms quiz. Make sure all this work is uploaded on class charts for us to mark. Well done again, Year 11, for completing this work. We look forward to seeing what you've done.